Okay. Okay. So 我要介绍 Cheryl 一下 ，Cheryl 是我们今天的 guest speaker. So Cheryl Chew is she's actually from Elephant and Tarot. It's a tarot reading company. So she do tarot reading for people, and other than that, she also do other services. And today she's here to share about her perspective on mental health well-being. So let's hand the mic over to Cheryl. Cheryl, all yours.
So 我刚才讲的还要 repeat 吗？
你可以讲英文，可以讲华人，有些是从外国的朋友，他们会听。
OK， 我的 native language 是Mandarin 啦，所以我会讲华语啦，比较亲切哦。可是 sometimes 我会 switch to English 啊，因为 certain quotes 是 from English side 的啦。
好的。
OK，then 我需要 repeat 刚才讲的东西吗？
可以啊，你 repeat 比较好，因为现在我们会放在 YouTube。
OK，so 我就是 Cheryl， 我没有开 company， 我是一个人，我是from Elephant and Tarot 啦，其实我也是有几个人在帮我一起在做这些东西。来，sometimes 我们也是做，我不只是看 Tarot 台，我也是有看八字 Western Astrology Numerology 你的 past life dreams 很多东西啊 ，anything that is metaphysical in nature 我都可以帮你看。sometimes 是我去 client 的家。然后我是去 feel 他的家的 environment。哦 ，by the way， 我也是一个 property agent。
我们里面sorry 啊，Judy Lee， 我们的Zoom 里面的 audience， 他说他 in the chat box 说 I don't understand Mandarin too much 啊。所以如果你可以你去 the plan， so
I switch back to English. Okay.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you for your effort. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So basically, you will get a gist of what I just said just now, because I mentioned about numerology, 八字, all this. I think you know, right?
Most of them are metaphysics students.
Yeah. So you can continue. What is the first question? Yeah.
Well, you have anything more to share? Like, okay, other than 八字奇门, you also a property agent, right? So you have a lot of side gigs, a lot of side income, like different sources. Am I right to say that?
Basically, this is my hobby. Like something that I enjoy doing. It helps people. Yeah. So that is my passion. It helps. Even the property side, right? It also deal with all this metaphysics kind of thing, like feng shui, right? Feng shui.
Yeah. So tell us more about how you come to know about metaphysics.
Maybe I just
mental health.
Start on how I got onto my tarot reading now. Because back in 2016, I was at the point of getting married, so I was already house hunting. So during that year, we broke up. So my dream came down. Broke up. Okay. So then later on, I was driving there. I had 2 car accidents. One was a major one just before PIE. And then later I had 2 fall. I fell down the stairs. Quite serious also. So all this in between caused me to wonder what is life about.
Okay.
Actually, now that I think that it's just my distraction and carelessness. It has nothing to do with the world is going against me or I'm doing something wrong. It's just that I lack of awareness. So because this period I started to go into all these kind of metaphysical courses. Okay. Especially put aside the metaphysical courses. For my property, I have to go for a sales course, sort of like a boot camp. I went for the AQ course. It was very good. It was a adversity portion. I highly recommend everyone to go have this course. It's at Orchid, I think Orchid Country Club, about 1,600 for 3 days. But it's started by POP Taiwanese course leader. It's very good because it makes you aware. Because from this course, I actually learned that we are all a mirror, mirroring each other effects, behavior, and all these things. So every time we listen to what we say, like if your words is always about side income, money, all this, then we know something. You're always thinking about money because from your words, we know where you are coming from.
Yeah, and you will have to take note of what Cheryl is sharing today because for those Chiman students, Cheryl is. Do you mind if I share that your deity? Cheryl?
Deity.
Do you mind if I share
that's a concern? That's not really a concern, but you want to share?
Yeah, just to share that Cheryl's word is very powerful because she's a red phoenix. Yeah. Okay, just carry on. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Phoenix. Happen my Chinese name has a phoenix inside also.
Feng. Chew. Yeah.
So okay lah. So I mean my journey is about 2016 up to 2022. So I was also diagnosed with a spinal injury that I required surgery. Okay. At that time I was thinking surgery. So what would be the consequences? One of them was what? Disability. Right, disability, because it's a spinal cord. So in the end, I chose the alternative. I chose TCM, acupuncture, acupressure massage. I also tried the physiotherapy, all the alternative. So now I'm much better, because back then in 2018, 2019, I was dragging myself on the floor. I couldn't move after all these events. So I have to do a lot of inner work. So when I go into metaphysics, right, I actually learn a lot of self-awareness. That actually helps in the healing part.
Nice sharing. Nice
So
sharing.
now I'm here lah.
Well done. Well done. Yeah. So how do you feel about what's your biggest? So you just shared with us lah. Okay. So let me reiterate. So you just shared with us that 2016 is your major events happening whereby you have met with I mean, there's a breakup in your relationship, which you intending to get married. And then after that, actually you have 2 car accident, which resulted in your spinal injury. So thereafter you chose to use the TCM, the alternative method to cure yourself, and you get into metaphysics from there. That's where you, with metaphysics, is actually like about your self-awareness. Like you get more self-awareness or conscious about what you want, and things like that, and then now you're more clear, and you decided to start your journey as a tarot reader. And Cheryl, I'd like to ask you a question here. Yeah, like when do you started officially tarot reading, and where do you pick up this skill from? Do you mind sharing?
Oh, because I told you, right, I got into accident and all these things, so I couldn't work. Couldn't walk, couldn't walk, couldn't work. So I need to concentrate on something. So I just went to a tarot reader, because I was already attending all these classes back in 2012. I was already attending, but I was not serious. I was just going for the sake of like divination, forecasting, knowing what's my luck for next year. Not serious, not serious. I'm just for play lah, So I got a lot of free time, right? So much time. I'm very paid. So I dive into it. I went to a tarot reader. So the tarot reader just give me one sort of like a takeaway lah. You can be a tarot reader. So I went to Kinokuniya. I bought that card. Then I went to the coffee house near my place. I sat down and I was just looking at the card, reading the book. And then a guy just came. It's a newcomer at the coffee shop. So he said, "Hey, I'm going for a job interview. Can you read for me or not?"
Yeah.
So I was thinking, play it. So he picked 6 cards. All the 6 cards came out. All the 6 characters. I was shocked. So shocked, because this was my first reading. And all 6 cards, all the characters came out. So I was shocked, right? Then he said, "Hey, then you come and practice since you're learning." So every day I will go down to the coffee shop. I will do a free reading. I do for about 10 person a day, sometimes 20.
Wow, very good.
Do for about a month plus. And in February, because I started around January, in February I started this officially.
February, okay, wow.
2017.
2017, I remember that time you asked me for a tarot reading, and you say, you can just buy me a drink as an energy exchange. I remember that. I keep telling people about it. I said, because you are the one who bring me into metaphysics, and that's where I get to know Joey. And I'm so grateful that you have shown me the way. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so you all know that actually, as Cheryl is very expert already, in tarot reading. So Cheryl, are you opening to let people ask you questions regarding tarot? If there is any question from the audience,
maybe later, not now. Because we are talking about mental health. Okay, first thing about metaphysics, you should never use for divination. It's always about self-awareness. You know why you have your birth chart and all these things? It's to look at where you are coming from and where you are going and what you should be what you are doing. Okay, it's not for you to play with fate or to do something bad to someone. No, it's to understand yourself. Because just to tell you one of this by this this guru, a spiritual guru, Eckhart Tolle. Okay, wait, really, your internal world actually reflects your external world.
Okay.
So it's very important for your internal to be strong before you can really face the outside world. Because when you are strong, no matter what you go through, you will be very resilient, and it's very hard to break you down mentally. It's because of your inner world is very weak. That's why you easily fall when some external pressure come in. You are not happy or you can't control. You start to fall apart.
So actually, internal world is very important. It reflects our external world. Yeah.
So this quote from Eckhart Tolle, the world can only change from within. Within who? Within ourselves. If you want your world to change, start from yourself.
Okay.
Because whatever energy you are doing, you're reflecting up to the external world.
What's his name again? How to spell that?
Eckhart Tolle. ECKHART TOLLE.
yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I remember you shared this person before.
Actually, one book of his that I like a lot is The Power of Now. There's no past, there's no future. It's all about what you can do now. As long as you are doing now whatever, maybe it's eating, reading, or doing something, as long as you are present, you will be able to be present. You won't be stressed because you are not thinking about the past. The past worrying is no use. It's like overthinking. Doesn't solve any problem and makes you very stressed. And if you actually think of stress, there are two kinds of stress. One is fear-based, one is anxiety.
Fear-based and anxiety, okay. I'm trying to write this on the comments box so that I can get more interaction. Yeah, don't mind if I look down. I still support you mentally. Okay. So fear-based and anxiety. Yeah.
Anxiety is because maybe you are not confident. You worry that you can't do it. Right.
Sorry if I.
But when we are fearful, we start to control. That means you have no trust in life. When you have no trust in life, things cannot happen for you because everything you very kanchiong. You want things, you're very impatient. You want things to happen the way you want. That is control. Okay, that's why the Tao De Jing says, go with the flow. Okay. I actually wrote some notes that I actually want to share.
Sure. Take your time, no hurry. We got an hour. So now it's only
so long.
Don't worry about it.
10 minutes.
Okay. Let's see how far Cheryl can go. We read her from. Give her some clap, please.
Okay. Why not ask me some question? Okay. One thing I want to tell you, maybe some of the stories like I have 2 clients who have children because nowadays I also go into forums, all these those group Facebook group. Then when I read some of the comments, I feel a bit sad. Because I feel the people in Singapore are very, very stressed and stressed over very little things. I think we need to loosen up a bit because this will affect our mental health. If everything we take it so to heart, it's going to affect us a lot.
Yes.
And we also flare up, right? Because you see now that everyone is grumbling, complaining, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I believe that mental health comes from healthy self-esteem. How do you get your healthy self-esteem? Sometimes it's from our family, the environment that you grew up with, and your parents. If your parents didn't set any so-called good example, like maybe your parents divorced, okay, but they were still living together, that could affect a child mental health also, because although you appear to be together as parents, but the interaction was very adverse. Like body language can show. So what did the child learn? The child will learn that, oh, home is not safe. My parents' communication is the correct model, right? So in this case, I will actually recommend parents to, if they can sit down and talk out their difference. If they couldn't, it's best to separate. It's best to separate. Because I myself am a living example. My parents' communication method were quite bad. Quite bad. So it affected me very badly as a child. Very badly. Like they would use the child as the 筹码, you know.
Okay,
like,
okay, the back lah, like the
like my father would say to me, you dare to go off, I would divorce your mother. Something like that.
Hi, Iris. You would like to share something, Iris? Iris, if you do not, hello, Iris. Okay. I meet her. Okay. Okay. Please carry on. Cheryl, sorry to for the little hiccups. Yeah. So Cheryl is sharing about her story, about how her perspective on her mental health. Any one of you, if you have any question you'd like to ask Cheryl, please feel free to put it in the Facebook Live comments box, or for Judy, I mean for the audience inside the Zoom, you can just drop it inside our chat. Okay, I really thank you for the support here. And this is Coffee with Amy Kang Facebook Live. Okay, Cheryl, thank you so much for opening up to us about your deeper story. We appreciate you for your courage. And we will carry on with the next online on your notes, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, bye-bye.
No, just carry on. Just carry on.
I know, I can't end already.
No,
I'm really not used to talking about all these things because I'm more of a person. If you ask me, I will tell you what are my thoughts.
Okay. So,
yeah,
can I ask you questions then?
Okay, but I will clarify something.
Yeah.
Okay. My parents are very good. They are very good. Just that the way they communicate are very hostile. Okay, so it affected my mental health. But other than that, they're really very good people.
Yeah, I know that they are very, very good people. Okay,
very good.
Yeah.
Because my parents are hawker, so you can really support the hawker folks. Because they charge you quite a low fee, and they don't really earn much, but they're willing to serve the community. So what I see from my parents is that they actually serve their customers sometimes free. Because it depends on their financial standing. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, very, very nice. So actually,
just that they also do volunteer work. Even my father, he did a lot of volunteer work, like firefighting, serving the PAP, community center, all these things.
Wow, that's
so
very
I'm very proud of my parents because they did a good job.
Okay. Wow. So do you mind if I share about where the hawker is?
Yeah, I can share. I'm there every Sunday also.
Every Sunday. What time can we see you there?
So 1 p.m. I will be there helping my parents. The hawker store is at Udon North Street 3, 538A. Yeah. We're selling mee siam and mee rebus.
Yeah. And how much is one bowl of mee siam?
Mee rebus $2.50, mee siam $3. Starts from of course, if you want more, you have to
pay more.
Pay more.
Yeah, and I tasted their mee siam. I tell you, the mee siam is one of the best mee siam I have ever tried. It's very
mee siam is the one and only in Singapore. One and only. You will never get this kind of taste. So that's why when I was young, I kept wondering, are we selling mee siam or don't know.
Like very delicious dish, right? So for those who have friends now coming over to Singapore, you can just bring them to this store at 538A, Bedok North Street 3.
Yes.
Okay, and the shop name is called Nian Gen Yi. Nian Gen Yi is spelled NIANKERNYEE, Nian Gen Yi. So if you're interested, you can drop by and show your support. Okay, to all the hawkers. You know, all the hawkers in Singapore, there are a lot of dying down because of not having successor. So actually, this is our little way to contribute back to the society. So everyone, if you are passing by Bedok or you stay at Bedok, just go and pop by and say hello to Cheryl, or just say hello to the uncle?
Actually, the hawker stores are closing because nobody want to do the hawker work. It's not because it's very hard work because my father wake up at 5 a.m. even up to today 5 a.m. came back sometime maybe 10 p.m. or midnight.
Wow.
So the only time we had with him was like when we were helping out at the store, which we did lah every school holiday.
So what do you think that is dying down? The reason that you think is dying down is
long hours on.
Long
Very
hours,
long
very tiring lah, very hard work.
Standing all the way like.
Wow.
You can't see it. Yeah.
That's very tough actually. So
And I also feel not appreciative people, not appreciative.
Become appreciative. Yeah, there's some people showing likes on the Facebook. Okay, thank you for your likes and support. Thank you for your love as well. Okay, we just have to keep the momentum going because I just shared with Cheryl that is an hour long, and to her it's a new step of challenge because this like what we this is her first time doing Facebook Live. So it takes some time to get into the momentum. Okay, so everyone, if you have any question, please feel free to ask Cheryl in terms of the discussion just now. The sharing just now.
I want to share something also.
Sure.
About two of my clients, they came to me. They got young mothers, two clients. One is a mother, one is a father. Different. So they have kids below the age of 5 when they came. So both the doctors diagnosed with autism. Okay. So they were very frustrated. But later on, I told them, do not label your kids. Do not label them. Even if the doctor give them a so-called a diagnosis or prognosis or whatever, you can accept it, but you don't have to label them. Don't have to keep telling them, oh, you're autistic or what. Because one of the so-called, I don't know what is, maybe a doctor or what, actually recommended the mother to send the son to special school. Okay, in the end, the son now, both are below 12. The son now, I just saw on Facebook, he got some honors awards.
Wow.
For primary school. So I'm really very happy for him. Very, very happy. Because when I first met him, he was maybe about 3 or 4. He was always staring at the wall and did not take notice of us. But this could be a growing up phase because at that time the parents were not at a happy place. So maybe the child got affected and became something like autistic. Yeah. Then the other one, the father one, right? So the doctor was so-called autistic, also diagnosed, tested autistic. But the father went overseas work, so the girl have to go to an international school, right? In the end, the girl now is a school leader, school leader. Because I don't know why she got diagnosed autistic. Because some of the description was like insists her way, cannot share with others. Maybe all these characteristics are like leadership quality. But both are, I think, doing very well. So it's very important that we do not label our children. Don't ever say your children is stupid, useless, or whatever, or whatever. Yes. Because you're going to affect them. They will have this label. Oh, mommy say I got what stupid. Mommy say I'm useless. Because that was what my father used to say to us also. But when I came to realize that my parents both did not have a happy childhood, I understood why they did all these things. But in the past, when I was young, I didn't understand, right? Because your parents were your role model. Then when you understand where they came from or why they behave like that, it's sort of like forgive them and you appreciate them more.
Yeah, thank you so much for the sharing. Okay, I have some viewers on the Facebook Live. Do you mind if you say hello to everyone here? I'd like to know who is around. Thank you. So those on Facebook Live, I have 3 viewers, but it's a good start. Okay, so please like and share. If you think that sharing is meaningful and is of value to your friends or anyone, please like and share out this video now. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, very sorry. This is my first sharing.
I think you're doing really well.
Sharing on live. So maybe I sound a bit awkward. Yeah, because I actually prepared a script. But
Very
I felt like
good.
everything just went jumble here and
You can
there.
take a look while you're taking a look at the script. I will going to talk to the audience now. Okay, so Cheryl, take your time to take a look. Hello, Red Aquarius. Hello, good afternoon to you. Where are you from? Please introduce yourself so that we get to know each another. Okay, we are in this community whereby we are here to help out one another in terms of like reaching out for the mental health group of people, as well as I have actually take this time to make an announcement. Okay, so actually I have started this project called the Ray of Hope crowdfunding. So what is this project about? Basically, it's I have 3 target group of people. First group of people is people with the mental health condition, and second group of people is the people with the lower income, and the third group of people is the people with the single parent, single dad, single mom. I'm going to target at these 3 group of people, and what I'm going to do is that we're going to do consult reading for them to give them clarity about their life. But because of their inability to pay for such a consult, which is at $79 per reading, we are going to appeal for all the audience here to crowdfund. So if you think you have the means to crowdfund and to raise this fund to help this kind of people, this 3 group of people to get some reading and clarity in their life, please do connect with me. Okay, please do connect with me. Okay, or you can just DM me on the Coffee with Amy Kang page. I appreciate your kindness and God bless you. Okay, so Cheryl, let's come back to after arranging some of your thoughts, right? You have like to share us with more of what you have on your notes today that you have prepared so hard.
I didn't prepare so hard. I just scribbled down.
Oh, your thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, but
I appreciate that, really. Or you want me to talk some more?
yeah, you talk some more. You ask me question. Can.
Okay. You want me to ask you question? You sure or not? You sure you want me to ask you a question? I ask you any question I can ask. You can choose not to
ask, but I won't be using tarot card because if you want a tarot
no tarot card. No tarot card.
Yeah.
No
you don't ask me.
No, nothing about tarot.
This is a
about
session.
Mental health. Is it okay?
Okay, for mental health, I also believe in physical health because I told you I was sort of like injured, right?
Yeah,
so I need to work on I put on weight. I put on about 20 kg. So now I'm 20 kg. Yeah. So
now you?
Yeah, 20 kg. Yeah. So cannot say. Okay.
Okay. No one knows Cheryl is put on weight for 20 kg. No one knows. Well, Cheryl 要打我了.
If you know me, you will see the difference, ma.
Oh yeah, I remember last time you photo very yeah. But you still look very good, leh.
Face, ma. I haven't seen.
Okay. But Cheryl is a very pretty lady, actually.
But anyway, I also engage a trainer now to go to gym, so every Saturday. It is very important to take care of your physical health. For me, when I read for my client, right, I always see that those who have some mental health problem, they usually have these symptoms. They cannot sleep.
Yes, correct.
Think a lot.
Think a lot. Yeah, overthinking.
They think a lot. Yes. They think one or useless one. So
what is your advice for this to cut off the overthinking, Cheryl?
Exercise.
Sorry? Exercise.
Go exercise.
Okay, everyone. So if you want to cut away overthinking, exercise your body, right?
Yeah, because your body not tired, man. You don't want to sleep. So you go and exercise. When you are so tired, you sleep, you don't have time to think. Okay. So what else? What else for poor mental health? Their words are very dark. They are dark.
That means what?
I can't see tomorrow.
The word,
the words they
words
say
are very dark. Okay, like pessimistic lah. Like
pessimistic. Yeah. Sometimes they don't talk, or if you see those very obedient one. You thought that's why if you have an obedient child, you must be very concerned because children are not meant to be obedient. They are meant to play. Okay, if your child is so silent, so obedient, always at home, please chase your child, go out. Don't play with computer or anything, any electronic device. Always engage them with nature, with sports. Yeah.
Okay, very, very good discovery. If you have child who are too obedient, then something is you need to be take note already. Okay, so right.
Again, you have to see the child, but what I realized, those children came, those very quiet one, too quiet some are really quiet but there are some very but you see the marks, you see their fingernail all beaten, you see scars on their wrist. Okay. And actually the reason behind their obedience is because the parents are very controlling, very control, or pack their schedule very high. They actually want to voice out, but they know they couldn't, so they just stay quiet. That's why I say quiet children, you need to pay attention.
Yeah, the telltale signs.
The other side also, the very extreme one, very loud one, that one you also need to pay attention. But for me, I feel that children are always going through phases. Don't limit them. There are a lot of parenting tips, especially from this Taiwanese, where I got to take the teacher name. She has a lot of video on Facebook. I like her sharing. I also share on my Facebook page. I think you can find her on my page, Elephant and Tarot.
Elephant.
Then the other one is from China. She's also very good because they are both trained in parenting, how to parent and how to understand your children's work.
So if you want to know more about all this, you can join. You can put go to Cheryl Facebook page, which I already shared on the comments link. So you just click onto that, and you can go into Cheryl this Facebook page, and then you can, if you have any question which you did not think of it now, or you have anything to ask her later, you can directly contact Cheryl. Okay, Cheryl, they can contact you right after at the Elephant and Tarot Facebook page, like DM you all this.
Because I don't always
check the message.
Check my.
So what's the best way to connect you? If they want,
you can PM me, but don't expect me to reply you immediately.
Right. Understand.
Yeah. The other symptom of poor mental health is you keep checking your handphone. So to give yourself a break, don't keep checking your electronic devices. Don't unless your work need to. Otherwise, when you are off work, it's better you do something else.
Very, very good advice. I think nowadays, using the handphone is like so. It's just like everyone is aware. I mean that let's say you're a table of 5 in the dinner. Some of them is like looking down, looking at their handphone, right? So this is one phenomenon that we should always try to be conscious about. Like what Cheryl said, that if you do keep checking your handphone, it's a sign of the poor mental health. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, because in your world it's just a handphone, but the handphone world is all fake one.
Fake one, yeah.
You get affected by what people post. So usually I don't care about I don't really how to say
you can say
as long as just do your own things. Okay, eventually things will work out. Okay, don't care so much about what others are doing, because you're going to affect yourself. You're going to be very competitive. Yeah. This is one thing I also learned from
yeah, I was sent to here.
Yeah, understand, right? When you keep looking at others, because this is all Facebook, this is all video, TikTok, all this. Of course, I show you the nicest thing, right?
Yeah.
The nicest. Then you feel suddenly you feel, very inferior. 笑料, I'm going to lose out.
Okay.
The first thing, build yourself. How to build yourself? Create awareness. Really know who you are. When you dare to view, seek the truth. The truth will set you free. Just like what Jesus says.
Can you just repeat one more time for me, because I was typing a message to the audience inside the Zoom. The truth will set you free.
Will set you free. Your truth. What is your truth? Do you dare to face yourself? Do you dare to look at yourself and know that who you are really? What are you doing all this for? Okay, if your intention is not really for good, it will come back on you. Okay. It's not pure.
So what do you think about your truth? Do you want to share?
And just live life like that. I already say, go with the flow. My truth is I live in the present. Okay, I go with the flow. Okay, that's all. And there's no perfect human.
No, very good advice from Cheryl here. There's no perfect human. Go with the flow. Okay, stay true to yourself and do the thing that you want to do, and do not be bothered by what the naysayer says. All right.
Actually, what others says are just their opinion, ma. If someone say you are stupid, you're stupid, man.
Like what I shared.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you get angry, why? Ask yourself why you get angry. Because
Mirror effect.
inside you are not strong. You think that you are that stupid. So when somebody says stupid, you got, I'm stupid.
You admit it.
Yes. Then you want to fight. All these are pain bodies. Eckhart Tolle say pain bodies. Pain bodies.
Pain body.
Pain bodies. Those negative are pain. The negative feelings, emotion we have in our body, and we're just waiting to be offended. Some people they hide all this negative emotion, then they just pretend nothing happened. And when one incident, they will flare out, they will show their true self. So the first thing is go and find out what things grip you. What is the thing that you always got so anxious about? What is that thing? And always look at your words. That's why I say it's a very good practice. Every time when you write on Facebook or whatever comments or whatever thing, you go back and read. And when you read, you tell me, is it funny or not? And one more thing, every time we complain about somebody, why he like that, why he so whatever, just because that person is doing something different than you are, why do you feel so? Why do you complain? Because every time you complain, you feel you are better than that person.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
That's why you complain, ma. But why can't somebody have a different thoughts than you? You're not from the same mother, ma. Even from the same mother also, you
Different
can't
thoughts.
be twin. Even twins don't even have the same feelings on.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone here have any question? Judy, you have any question for Cheryl regarding mental health? Or if not, then I just saw this pain body, right? When I type the pain body onto the comment box, the comments box in the Facebook live chat, right? Body talks actually pop up. My friend is a body talk practitioner, so I believe that body talk also deal with pain body, because I myself also use body talk as my healing technique lah. So I think it's very interesting.
Maybe it's just an pain body is a description used by Eckhart Tolle lah. Maybe body works is another program lah. Because you know, as a human, you have a few physical self, you have your spiritual self, that is the highest awareness. Then you have your what? You have your emotional self, you have your mental self. Three, right? Spiritual, mental, physical. Your physical is your body. Your body is like a temple. You need to worship. How do you worship? You exercise, or make yourself tired, make yourself, because anything that is difficult for your body is good for you. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
That's how I heal most of my body pain. Although I still get pain on and off, but it's not as bad as last time that I need to drag myself on the floor. So don't don't give up. Okay, don't put labels. Even let's say you have a child, you saw something and you want to educate your child. You don't tell the child, oh, this is what like this is apple. No, you can say this is called an apple, because you don't know everything of the apple. So because human have this ability, once we label something, we think we know everything and we forget about it. It's not that case. Maybe what you know is just a bit. It's not everything. Maybe 100 years down the road, apple is something else. Maybe it's poisonous. I'm just saying, don't be so fixated about label things, because I find Singaporeans, they like to label everything, like a kind of security.
Why do you say so? A kind of security for labeling other things. Why?
You feel safe, you know, right?
You feel like you know, like you're smart lah.
You know, so you will not fail. You know, you know, right? But actually, to know is to not know. To know is to not know, because you think you know, actually you not know. That's how Tao works, but Tao cannot be said, because they say if the Down that can be explained is not the down.
The DAO as in DAO or the one is it? Okay.
DAO, TAO, both same.
Okay, both same. Okay.
Because down is something that deals with flows of life, but you cannot explain it.
How do you
But
describe
when
the word
you are in,
sorry to interrupt. How do you describe the word in Chinese? To know is not to know. Do you have a phrase here in Chinese that I can share with the audience? It's
I
okay.
don't know, I think you
Okay,
do
it's okay
Google
if you don't
Translate.
have. Okay,
It's
can.
in the I think in the 道德经 eh.
道德经 OK 可以 Okay, so sorry to interrupt. Yeah. Okay, thank you. 道德经 OK. Yeah.
Okay, I want to recommend you. Let's say if you have a lot of body pain, like headache or what, all this, you can refer to this book. Louise Hay. Okay,
Louise Hay.
you can heal your life.
Okay, Louise.
It's very good. It tells you like a lot of your body pain, because body pain usually are associated with emotion, unless it's genetic or you had it when since young. Okay, then maybe that was passed down by the family. But you can look into it. Like if you have liver problem, usually it's due to anger issue. Heart is usually about fear.
Heart is about fear. How about
Then
kidney?
fear of life, fear of living.
Oh, okay. Fear of living. Okay. Any other parts?
Okay, this is only part of the reason. Some of the reason will be due to our diet also. Because you know Singapore, we eat too sweet, maybe too sweet, too much carbo. Yeah. Too much bubble tea.
Bubble tea, yeah, bubble tea is a killer. Yeah. So drink less. So actually, this Cheryl sharing about this book by Louise L. Hay about You Can Heal Your Life. So inside the book, you can read about like there's a different kind of different organ actually represent different things, like liver represent that your anger, and then heart is about your fear of living. Yeah. So go and pick up this book. Okay. Thank you so much for this recommendation.
Actually, I can share a lot because I use
we still haven't finished about 20 more minutes.
You can use Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Wayne Dyer. WAYNE, Wayne Dyer, DYER.
DYER. Okay, thank you. That one is about what? Wayne Dyer?
Motivation. It's very motivational.
Oh.
Yeah, because just now that one I say, like if someone call you stupid, do you say hey, hey, right? Because you feel angry, it's because inside you there's a part of you say that you agree. Yeah. So always remember, others' opinion about you is just their opinion. Okay, it's nothing to do with you. Don't get so offended. Because I see people now, they easily offended by what others say. Why?
Very good sharing.
The other thing is we always say things according to our past conditioning. Past conditioning means what? Like what we have been through or whatever, and then we saw someone with similar pattern, and then we will describe that person as what we thought they were. But actually not. This is called assumption. So assumption, overthinking always cause misery. It's very bad for mental health. So if you find yourself cannot sleep too much, write too much, complain too much, check your mental health.
Very good advice. So if you think that I
don't know who told me, Lee Kuan Yew ever said, every one of us has a mental health problem, just a matter of degree. Actually, I agree, because you see, your life, you have so many milestones, right? Maybe your PSLE, O level, your NS, then you have your first boyfriend, first girlfriend, then you break up, then maybe marriage, divorce again, then you have kids. And all these things, they are milestone, right? So they will have a lot of heightened emotion. So how you go and manage it is very important, because if you haven't managed the last round one and then you go into the next event, you will get it start to accumulate. There's a breaking point for everyone. There's a breaking point.
Oh, good, very good. Well said, well said. So well, sure.
That's why it's very important for us to share our emotion. Like, let's say if you really love your mother, you go and tell your mother, I love you, or your wife or whatever, because Asians are they're not expressive. They try to do, but doing and saying need to be together.
Incongruence, right?
Yeah, correct. You cannot just keep doing and you without saying, but when you say all the nasty word. That's what traditional parents do, right? Because my parents did that lah. Like my mother would cook for us last time, clean for us, but never say anything. Right? But whenever she want to say something, she will just sometimes the words they use were very poor. I felt like 你这种人 like you this kind of person.
You this kind of person, yeah.
Especially when you were a teenager, like adolescent. Then imagine, hey, 我是什么人?
Yeah. They don't know ma. Also, it's like so young. Their mind is still blank sheet of people. You just pick them with colors, lor.
I say children mind very fragile. Don't go and cultivate your. If you have some nonsense, go outside. Don't go home and throw your nonsense on your family member. Your most important foundation is your family. When your family foundation is strong, you will be very resilient. Okay, not everybody has a strong family foundation. Then you need to find yourself. That's how I found myself, because my family foundation is not strong. Okay, I don't blame my parents, because I understood where they came from. They had a very hard childhood. Okay, so I also need to pick up myself and understand, I need to learn. That's why I go into all this metaphysics stuff. It's very eye-opening, very eye-opening.
So everything starts with your family, yeah? So
actually start from my family is because when we were young, we're not independent, right? We depend on them for food, for housing, for everything, for money. But when you grow up, of course, you need to you can step up, because I actually step up. So back in 2019, I was 18, 19, around there, 18, 19, I was already very bad, the spinal cord injury, right? It's deep pain. My mother was still asking me to do a lot of things, and she didn't care about my pain. So I got fed up. And then I moved out. So remember, let's say if you're already adult, if the environment was very bad, you have the choice to move out. Another teacher I like to mention is Showing Eun. Showing Eun is also under Joey Yap one.
Showing Eun?
Okay. Showing Eun.
SHOWING. Showing.
Showing SHERWIN.
Okay.
Showing Eun by Joey
ENG lah.
NG.
Okay, thank you. Showing Eun. Okay, tell us about Showing Eun. Sorry to interrupt.
Also, I went for my Western astrology classes, those a bit of tarot, because he will talk a bit about everything. So I attended his class almost every year. Because back in 2017 and 18, I was going KL like every month. Then until maybe 2020, the COVID incident, I have to go into a lot of online courses. So, but actually quite good at online, because when it became online, I could go into UK, USA, Australia. I went even further to take up courses. So quite good.
So actually,
because in the past, when you have courses, you need to fly over in person. But because of the COVID, right, it opened up. So you could do it online. So I was thankful. Imagine you actually save a lot.
Yeah.
Then in person, yeah.
Now got online class, right?
Yeah, much convenient.
Yeah, really. I think really good.
Yeah. So And the COVID, because I'm also a property agent, so I'm during that period, 2020, you couldn't do much, so very thankful I got another year to do my healing. So very thankful.
Okay. So tell us more about healing. Other than that, do you see yourself like as a tarot reader? You are also a healer, right?
I call myself, I don't really call myself a tarot reader because that's the main thing people when they first know me. But my clients who know me, who often came on, they will know that I don't really just use tarot. I use a lot of other metaphysical tools like your 八字, your numerology, whatever. Sometimes it's the words you say, sometimes it's your appearance, sometimes it's the energy you brought into the house. Just give me some kind of what to say, sixth sense,
intuitive,
knowing what is going to happen. Sometimes I don't always bring my card out one, right? So sometimes my friend want to ask me stuff. I just ask them to choose anything randomly, and I will give them the so-called forecast.
Yeah, I know there are some master who actually like without you saying anything, they can read out something about you. Like, I mean, if you don't mind sharing, is Luo Yiming. I think he's one of the master. I don't take his class, but I just see some free class. Then it's like, wow, you know, like they are on the seminar. Then you're like, wow, he say out everything, and the student was like, oh yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's really very interesting and very like to some people it's like amazing. Right.
I think everybody has this ability. It's just that you are so concentrated seeing the material side, you fail to connect with your internal.
So how can everyone who are interested to be a healer activate more? Like, do they see more internally, like do more reflection, or any other ideas that you may have, Cheryl, that you think people can help to increase this power, healing power?
To see whether you have this self-awareness, I recommend you take up some letter that you written maybe many years ago. Okay, and when you read the letter, if the letter sounds hilarious, very funny, or you know that where you went wrong, that means you have got awareness. If you read the letter and you still feel justified that whatever you wrote is true, likely you have no awareness. You need a coach to guide you.
Very good advice.
Not advice. Some of the tips. I realize a lot of people, especially you go to forum, you will hear a lot of mothers complain this and that. You go and read. What is actually happening. Actually, the story most of the time is your own story. What you think, what you believe, and what you assume. Maybe none of it is true. Maybe none. Because what I find is that the people who are truly in pain, they usually are quiet. And the people who make a lot of noise going around telling what they are suffering, they are usually not. They are seeking attention. This is what I see lah. What I see.
有苦难言哦.
Those really in pain, they really they don't really say,
Okay, so any question from the floor? Cause we are coming to end the end of the Zoom in a few minutes time. So I invite anyone here who has a question for Cheryl to raise your question in the Facebook live comments box, or those in the Zoom to unmute yourself and share ask your thoughts. If you have any questions, just feel free, because this is a rare opportunity that we have someone like Cheryl to come and share with us. Like I learned a lot from her today. Her perspective is quite enlightening to me lah. So I also get to know about her up close story about the 2016 incident. Like really now, you know, like in the past, I know her for a few years, like quite many years actually. So I didn't really get to have a close up conversation with her, and thankfully for this Facebook Live, I get to know Cheryl in a more different views, and I really thank you for you to come up to be to accept this invitation to talk. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Cheryl. And
Yeah, thank you so much.
and there's some love and likes and share. I mean, like and love from the Facebook page. And I really encourage everyone here to take the last opportunity to raise any question if you have. Okay, regarding Cheryl, what can they ask you about? If you will invite any question that you think you are ready to answer.
You will get an answer if I'm ready to reply.
Oh, so tao, not tao, but tao. No one people say so
Yeah,
tao.
this is what you see.
Yeah.
What you see.
Yeah.
This is in your world. It's never in mine.
Right.
I just meet a comment and you meet your assumption.
Right. Assumptions, yeah. Okay. Very good observations. Very interesting talk with Cheryl today. And if you all want to link up with Cheryl, you know where to find her. I already put the Elephant and Tarot Facebook page link on the Facebook Live comments box. And I PM Judy already. So welcome you all to share this video clip, that Facebook Live, to anyone that you think will benefit from this sharing today by Cheryl. Yeah, and then I will also upload it onto my YouTube Amy Kang channel in about 1-2 days time. Give me some time to upload it. And then I really thank you everyone for your time today, this afternoon, to come in to listen to this speaking. And thank you, Cheryl. Any parting words?
Give up your personal history. Give up. Give up whatever that you think is making you suffering. Give up. Okay? Because wherever your energy you give attention to, that's where the energy flows. If you do not want that label, get rid of it. Give up your personal history. Okay?
Right.
And sometimes maybe the history you have is not real. So the truth will set you free. Your truth.
Your truth will set you free. Okay.
The real truth, remember, not the one
that you think is true. Yeah. So the truth will set you, your truth will set you free. And
give out your personal history. Don't put so much energy. Don't keep emphasizing all the negative. I'm not asking you to be overly optimistic or positive, but I'm asking you to give room for yourself, for your self-awareness to grow, to truly see what kind of person you are. Okay, until you can acknowledge that who are you in your heart, then will you able to stand strong. Yeah.
Wow. Really profound. Yeah. So thank you, Cheryl. Yes, you have any more?
Maybe one more, the mirror effect. You remember, everything that you see in others is a reflection of your inner world. It's a reflection. So if you always see, this person very gossip, this person is chao-king. So who is the one chao-king? Who is the one gossip? It's yourself. Okay. Silence is a kind of meditation. Silence. Even if you have many thoughts coming in and going out, like they say monkey chattering. Okay. Just let it pass. It will pass. Okay. Very important. Get enough sleep. Sleep early. Sleep by 11 p.m. Okay. If you can't sleep, go for exercise. In the morning, not at night. Make yourself tired physically. When your body physically tired, you will go to sleep. I used to in the past I couldn't sleep. I even took Prozac, Valium. In the past when I was still young, then certain thing I couldn't comprehend. I kept thinking that must be something wrong. Okay, I remember the first fortune teller I went when I got my first pay age 20. So I already looked very depressed. When I went in, I think this fortune teller quite famous one. Last time. What, 什么龙啊? So I picked 120. That was 20 years plus ago. When I went in, the only thing he told me was, this one very bad, this one jialat. Then in the end, he say, I need to go for some kind of richer, 3,000. At that time, 20 plus years ago. So in my heart, I just started work there. Where to find 3,000? So I was very depressed because he said I was going to die. But depressed. Then in the end, can negotiate and give me package, give me $600, $1,000. In the end, he said $30 have or not? Because I'm very depressed already. But saying I think I was going to die. I say, oh sorry, $30 also don't have.
And then
This was the worst fortune telling experience I ever did. That's why I'm very against in fortune telling and divination for all this kind of internal issue. Your 八字 birth chart all this is to tell you what kind of person you are or what kind of things you will face, but your action is ultimately to change the game. You can change your destiny one. You can by your action. Why you keep having this problem? If you always find yourself meeting the same people, the same problem, it's because God actually gave you all these things because they know you can handle, you will resolve it, but you keep using the same mindset to handle the thing. Of course, you cannot solve. You need to use a different angle, different perspective to handle the issue. Okay. So let me tell you, I didn't die. 20 plus years. At that time, I was supposed to die. I didn't die. Although my parts did show that I was in a very low point. Not just that, I think there were many in the market because up from 20 to 30 age, the fortune teller that I met were all this kind of sell you things, sell you package, sell you what. So I never liked all this. Never. So that's why when I did dive into all this, I've realized all these things is just to let you have awareness, and in the end, you do it yourself and change your destiny. Okay, there is a poem by Nelson Portia. Okay, she wrote about 5 chapters of life. So chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 is all about the same. It's telling you in your life there will be a stone, just like in 八字, what will happen. So the stone, the first time you went, you saw the stone and you scold. Whatever, like you scold the stone. Okay, first 3 chapters. The 4th chapter, which means when she's around maybe 50, 60, she walked around the stone. Because the first 3 chapters, she keep encountering the stone, and she scolded the stone and she hit the stone, right? Then later she fell down and injured herself. The 4th chapter, she got smart. She walked around the stone. She walked around and she managed to pass the path. The 5th chapter, the last chapter, meaning at the end of the life, she realized something. I didn't have to go down that path. I didn't even have to meet that stone. You get what I mean? This is life. You may have met these people, that person or whatever. You have a choice. You can choose not to engage. If you want to engage, you definitely have the tools to resolve this problem. Okay?
Thank you so much, Cheryl, for the sharing.
I lost already. Because now I got the mood, but the session closing.
Next time make 2 hours for you, 2 hours, okay? Next time we will really want to welcome you back again.
It's my first time sharing online. But it's okay. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. You
can say some more, no worries one. You can say your first time and then what you want to say, just share your thoughts. Feel free.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so next time I will definitely like to welcome Cheryl back again. If you have the mood to share something, just welcome to link up with me, okay, Cheryl?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, and then I like to also let you all know that tonight at 8 p.m. Michelle is going to share about how she experienced, what is her life to her after she experienced a loss of her business and her friends, and young friend and young colleague. So stay tuned to tonight at 8 p.m. Facebook Live. Say at this Coffee with Amy Kang Facebook page. Thank you, Cheryl, very much, and thank you to the audience, everyone. Bye. Hello, Angela. Hello, Angela. Do you it's just you and me only in this room. Where I stop recording.